What's up, everybody? Welcome to Power Rankings Week 13. And yes, there will be movement. It was a crazy NFL week, which means it's a crazy Power Rankings week. How are you today, Scott? Are you ready for this?
I am ready for this, and I'm ready for Turkey Day.
Me too. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there watching. If you're not familiar, today is Wednesday that we are recording this, the day before Thanksgiving. And we wanted to say thank you to everybody out there who's following us and watching us. If you haven't already liked and subscribed, please do that again. We are very, very thankful for each and every one of you that watches these shows. And we love putting them out there for you. So let's get into some power rankings, man. We had a crazy week. It's going to be just insane to go over what happened. So let's just get started. We're going to start with our power rankings from week 12. We started out with myself. I had gone from 10 to 1. I had the Steelers, Niners, Lions, Seahawks, Bills, 10 through 6. 5, Broncos, Eagles were 4. Patriots were 3. Colts were 2. And the Los Angeles Rams were my first ranked team last week. Scotty had the Niners, Packers, Bills, Lions, Seahawks as 10 through 6. Broncos were at 5. Rams were at 4. Patriots were at 3. Colts were at 2. And he had those reigning champion Eagles in the number 1 spot. Spoiler alert, I don't think it's going to stay that way. So let's go ahead and look at the next week 13, okay? Scott, are you sure you're ready for this? Before I move forward, I just want to ask, are you ready for this?
I'm ready. I know there's going to be some movement.
Yeah, there's got to be. There better be on your side after what we talked about last week. And then now here we are with the way the games turned out. It's my 6 through 10 this week. I'm going to start with 10 and work my way up. I've got the Bears sneaking their way in at number 10, followed by the Chiefs kicking back up there after that win over the Colts. The Lions are at 8. The Niners all the way up at 7. They're looking a lot better lately with Purdy back. And then I have the Eagles all the way out of the top 5. I mean, they had to go down after last week, right? And I had them at 4. So, I mean, where else are they going but down to number 6? Scotty, let's see what you've got here. You have Seahawks at, we'll start with the bottom. We have 10 through 6. Bills at 10. Niners at 9. Packers at 8. Lions at 7. And Seahawks at 6. Let's just go over this real quick. What's going on here, man, with you, number 1, keeping the Bears out and the Chiefs out of your top 10 still?
Well, we'll start with the Bears. I have a new statistic that I'm going to break in here, and it's quality wins against teams that are playoff bound or above 500, and the Bears have 1. So out of the 8 wins they've beaten 1 quality team. They're -3 in point differential. So farce alert. That's the Bears.
Well, we'll see what happens here. I mean, I could say the same thing about your number 10 ranked team right now, the way that these Bills are playing. And I'm a Bills fan talking about it like that. And if you guys did notice, yes, they are still on timeout. I do not have any Bills logos on yet. They're going to have to work their way back out of timeout. And a game hasn't happened yet for them to do that. So until then, timeout. But yeah, man, keeping them in your top 10 and, in the Packers above the Niners are the 2 things that to me just look ridiculous, as well as the Seahawks even being in this ranking. They should be a lot higher. But that is why we do Welcome Sock'em Power Rankings, right? Because we never agree. It's been pretty much a staple of our relationship from day one.
Yeah, and as far as the Niners go, I mean, I got them in there. I moved them up a little bit, but Brock Purdy makes me nervous, man. I mean, 3 picks in that game. I mean, they just wanted to hand that game to the Panthers, so I'm a little nervous with the Niners, and I'm wondering if he has another bad outing, are they going back to they're gonna go back to Mac Jones?
Never. Brock Purdy is the man. He'll be fine. They still won the game. He just was a little, discombobulated there in the beginning, but he settled down and played well in the rest of the game. So I'm not worried about Purdy at all. I think they're going to be just fine. And my prediction is that they're going to roll their way up this leaderboard here as time goes on. Let's get into our top 5, huh? I'm excited about that. We've got to start our top 5. I'm going with the Broncos at 5, right where they were last week. And Scott, you have the same thing. So we won't go too much into these Broncos other than I think they deserve to be right where they're at. I don't think they deserve to get moved around too much at this point until we see what happens with their next week's game. Then I think 5 is the right spot for them. You agree with that?
Yeah, they were idle, so they really can't get passed over.
Yeah, totally agree. Number 4. At number 4, I have the Indianapolis Colts. I dropped them down this far because to me, after that loss to the Chiefs, now again, Chiefs all the way up at number 9 again. I do think they're a good team. So losing to the Chiefs is not, death sentence, but it doesn't keep you in the top 3 anymore. So I'm moving them down to 4. Doesn't mean that's where they'll stay. That's just where I have them right now. Let's see who you got at 4, huh? The Eagles. Talk about it. All the way from 1 to 4. Finally off the top of your leaderboard. Talk
Yeah,
about it.
it was just they blew that game. I mean, they were up, by 2 touchdowns. The second half meltdown. Their defense played bad. They're not running the football. They're just not the same team anymore. Losing the offensive coordinator to the Saints. So, Nick Sirianni is going to have to try to figure something out, and it always helps when you can run the ball. And Saquon's been bad. So, and the defense has not been very good either. I mean, the defense. I mean, they've given up 225 points this year. And it's they're only plus 30 on point differential, so not like they're okay, but they're not like world beaters like they were before. The only thing in their favor, they got 2 things though. Still, they're 7-2 in the conference, and they're 5-2 in quality wins. So I'm not going to drop them down to out of the top 5 like you did.
Hey, well, that's the difference between you and me. I'm realistic, and your head's always in the clouds. But let's look at the next guys. Where do we got at number 3? We have the Patriots on my side. Obviously, I think this is where they belong right now. You could make an argument for them to be a little higher if you wanted to. I personally don't think they deserve to go any higher yet. They, just like you said earlier, the quality win factor when it comes to them, they just don't have a good schedule to prove themselves yet. So I can't see them really being that team until they've shown me that they can whoop up on Buffalo a second time. Maybe things will be different. But right now, 3 is where they be. Scotty, who do you got at number 3? That's where you put the Colts. So talk about it. Colts at 3. You like them there ahead of the Eagles now, finally, where they should have been this whole time?
It was still a bad loss against the Chiefs. I mean, I don't think the Chiefs won that game. I think the Colts just lost that game. So,
I agree with that.
I just dropped them down just a tad. I still think they're really, really good. I mean, they're, plus 112 point differential. I mean, that's awesome. They've got the most points scored in the league at 341. So they got a great offense. They got the MVP candidate and Jonathan Taylor, and Daniel Jones has played very good. So I can't drop them out of the top 3.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying there. I definitely do. I just it was tough for me. I know the Chiefs are a good team, but I just think that the Colts, I couldn't put them above the other 3 teams right now. I just couldn't do it. So speaking of which, we'll go in my number 2 team, the Seattle Seahawks. And I know you don't believe me. I know you don't agree with this. This is a hot take to Scott. But to me, the Seahawks belong up here. I know they took a horrible loss the week before, but man, did they come back on fire to prove that they are still a good team to be reckoned with. And they took a bad loss to the best team in the league, in my opinion, because looking at my list, who my number 1 is going to be, it's still the same from last week. So, it's hard for me to knock them much farther down the list than that at this point. I think they've earned the spot up there. You could make the argument to move them down 1 spot, switch my Patriots and Seahawks picks from 2 to 3 to 3 to 2, whatever you want to do there. I wouldn't argue it too much. But to me, I think the Seahawks belong to be in the spot that they're in.
Yeah, that's just incredibly way too high. I mean, I'm not putting them over a 10-win team in the Patriots. I don't know. I'm not putting them past the Eagles. I mean, I still think they have quite a bit to prove. That's just way too high for me. I mean, I could see possibly if the Broncos would have played and maybe not had a bad game, I could have put them in the top 5. But they're just, to me, they're just not there yet, especially over the Patriots and the Colts. I'm not putting them over those 2 teams.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, that's your decision, but my decision was to throw them all the way up at number 2, baby. Let's see who you got at number 2. That's where you put your Patriots. You can stick them all the way up there at number 2. Okay.
It's only
Okay. I mean,
one
I just
spot
said I
more.
wouldn't hate it, so I don't.
I mean, they're the only 10-win team in the league, plus 92 point differential. They have and they've won 9 games in a row. I mean, they are the hottest team in the league. So
Oh, throw
along
up
with
in
the
my mouth
Rams,
a little bit just
along with
hearing
the
that.
along with the next team that we all know who number 1 is. And Sean, I'll give Sean credit. He was a week early on him, so I was a week late.
Hey, when you're talking about these Los Angeles Rams, I mean, I'm going to go ahead and show them both because we know we both got the Rams at number 1. It's impossible to not have them there right now. It really is. It's after the performance they put on the last few weeks against 2 teams that people thought were really good squads. It to me is just a proof in the pudding. This is the team to look out for right now. They have everything working in their favor. Everybody's playing great. They haven't really had a ton of crazy injury issues to worry about, knock on wood. So I just can't see the Rams being anywhere but number 1 right now. Obviously, you agree, Scott. Is there any argument you could make to move them out of that spot?
No, after what I saw the dismantling of this weekend, let me give you a few of these stats. They've given up 179 points this year, which is the lowest in the league. They have a plus 127 point differential. They're on a 6-game rip, and they've won 7 quality wins out of the 9 wins that they have. They're just destroying the league right now, and they showed it last week. And I mean, they're hot. They're hot everywhere. Matt Stafford, they got Kyron, they got Devontae, Puka.
Yeah,
They're just
Devontae playing like he's 10 years younger all of a
yeah.
sudden.
I mean, they're firing on all cylinders right now, and they have one of my favorite coaches in the league, if not my favorite coach, in Sean McVay.
That's right. Fellow EA Sean holding it down. All right. Thank you so much. I think that is going to do it for us today. If you guys haven't already, please, please, please like and subscribe. We will see you guys soon on the Press Box Tuesdays at 4 p.m. West Coast, 7 p.m. East Coast. That is our live show. And keep an eye out for all the shorts. We constantly be posting those on a daily basis. So thanks again for everybody who's listening to this. And we will see you guys next time.